near Gemini Flyover, which is legally now you can't put up a banner there. They used to have huge banners, and I saw my face there. And I think that was the day I decided sometime. It was late in the night, 9:30, 10, because my father brought us driving all the way from Defence Colony, which is in St. Thomas Mount, just to see that banner because Bharat Raja said that we have put up the film banner. I saw my face there, and I think, that you feel that, my God, I want to do this. So I think that was the moment, but then it just grew.
That love continues. You have given us very amazing performances, characters. One of the most remarkable films, like for which there would be a huge fan here, I'm sure, is Mauna Ragam. Because I love Vidya, that charming girl who also has a lot of sadness within her. Like you have worked with Maniratnam sir even before that, and later you also worked for Anjali. So like, can you share some memories of that movie?
Before Mauna Ragam, I must have done about 20-25 films in Tamil, Malayalam and Telugu. But, each character was different, and I always loved, understanding a character and then trying to portray it. So I would plan, what she would do, how she would look, what is her clothes and all that. Because for her, for me, it is always a she, the other, and I would try to dress her up. So Mauna Ragam was we did a movie called Mani's film, the previous film. Thank you so much. So that was Mani's film that I worked with, his first Tamil film. And he told me a gist of this Mauna Ragam. As soon as I heard the story, I told him, Mani, whenever you make this film, I'm doing it. Nobody else can be Divya, And I remember there were no takers, there were no producers. Nobody wanted to produce that film. He spoke to a few producers because at that time he had just done one film in Kannada, one in Malayalam and one in Tamil. So he was also very new. And then after that he did one film with Radha and Ambika. And nobody was taking this film. I remember going with him to a couple of producers' office. And then his brother decided that I will produce it because you so badly want to make this film and I'll produce it. And then it was like fab. But of course, we had a very small budget. It was a different film then. It spoke about a different, come on, a woman is saying she wants divorce in the 7th day of her marriage. That is unheard of. You can't do these things in movies. And so it was a very small budget. We worked very beautifully. I met some fabulous people like Tota Karni and P.C. Sriram and Mani. They were I think the most fabulous gang. And that was actually also the time when I felt that someday I want to make a movie, because I was working with some of the masters. And and it was a give and take in that film. A lot of give and take. So yes, it is a favorite of mine, and I have to tell you, there's one scene which Mr. Maniratnam was inspired from my life. It was, my mother has this, she talks about me very easily with people. And so she had told Mani, whenever she gets angry, she just walks out of the gate and she talks to herself and comes back. And that's exactly what I do in that film. And by the time, she comes back, the father has had a heart attack. So he actually took that, and I was quite taken aback when he told me the story. I said, did you speak to my mother? And yes, the first day, the shoot, it was in P.C. Sriram's house, and his father's name is Chandramouli, by the way. So if anybody has seen the film and remember, So P.C.'s house, and so I went into his house, and the first thing I said is, which is my room, in the film. And then he showed me, and I entered the room and I saw my pictures, my childhood pictures. I was taken aback, and then I realized again they had spoken to my mother and blackmailed my mother. Because that was one thing I told my mother, never to give my pictures to magazines, because you want to keep certain things private in your life. So, but she knew Mani Ratnam was special to me, in my life, and he was a good friend, so it was okay to give. So, Mauna Ragam is a very special film, and Divya is very close to my heart. And she's a lot like me, by the way.